Yo,
What's up, Mark?
what's your deal? You got your shit together now, big
What's good?
dog?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yes,
Kind of.
sir.
That's why
Yes, sir.
I wanted to
All
give you a rundown.
right, I'm listening.
Um, I'm here. The truck is ready. I got it registered. I got the insurance. Like I told you, I started with the basic. You know what I mean? And then started applying for jobs on Indeed. They want all this insurance. So I got 300, 100. Um, Remember, I got a bad record. I haven't been able to get on board with anything. Not even the ones that is okay with that type of insurance. Today, I got two calls from two jobs. MD drop material handling, and they say that they'll take a 16-foot box truck and they'll work with those insurance. So let's see what happened with that. They didn't say nothing about a background. And the other
You froze, big dog. You froze. You froze. You froze. You froze, man. You gotta sit still, bro. You too antsy, man. You too you too antsy, bro. Find you somewhere and sit still, man. Man, look, you gotta sit still, bro. You gotta find you a nice little spot and stand, bro, because you're gonna lose signal. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, now, all right, let's talk. Now, what were you saying?
Okay, I haven't been able to do no work. Like the only gig that I made money off was U-ship, and it's not working out for me because my truck it takes $110 and it gives me 300 miles. And U-ship is so crazy. Like the quotes, like these people like go so low, and there's no way to eat like that. You know what I mean?
So why you complaining about it? Why you? I mean, what you want me? Like, don't
Oh,
go on your shit.
I'm no,
don't.
I'm no, but
Uh,
I had to do it. I had to do it.
no,
Like
you
the other
don't.
day, I
No, you
did it.
don't. No, you don't. You don't have to do it. I've
I
never
was kind of like
listen.
trying to
I've
build like
said
a.
you should suck so much that I said it once or twice on this channel a year or two ago, and I've never said it again because I don't even want the word to come out my mouth. You should just saying the word. It sucks. You don't have to do nothing. You don't got to go on you ship. What you mean? You got to do it. No, you don't.
It just I can't do Thumbtack because of what I told you.
So okay, you can't. All right. So look. Okay, you can't do thumbtack. You can't do you ship. Those ain't the only options.
I mean everything else I already applied for like back then, and I got
What did
rejected
I tell you?
already.
What did I tell
Everything
you the first time you came up, bro? Months ago.
you told
Now
me,
that I know
you
what
and
you look
I
like, no. What did I tell you to do? What did I tell you to do? You in
you told
Florida?
me yes. You told
I
me
also
do
asked you. Hold on.
moving.
Ah,
But let me tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you. You told me do moving, go find you some workers, and do all that. I did that. I found me a guy that will work with me $50 a day, $70 a day. He don't
$50.
mind.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
It checked me
Keep
out. It
talking.
checked me out.
I hear
So
you.
so
I
then
hear you.
I went that day. I was gonna take a motorcycle from this guy was shipping a motorcycle. Um, so I installed the wheel chock on my truck so I could have that there. You know what I'm saying? And then he was taking some chairs and some tables. So I took my worker, my helper with me, and when we got there, the guy actually nearly filled up my truck with more stuff, and he paid me extra. So it worked out for me. You see what I'm saying? That's what I've been trying to do, like the moving, but it's hard to find any moving. Like I've been doing like the flyers. I take them to the dorms. I take them to old people places, like where they move in and out, and I take them to the
Yeah.
storage units. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do the incentive thing that you say earlier. I didn't think about that. That's a good one. But I've been doing the normal. You know what I'm saying? And
All right. All
I
right. So
haven't been getting
I, I
nothing.
I was going to tell you this, but somebody already beat me to it in the chat. Get somebody else to sign up for Thumbtack. You got. I hear kids running around in the back, right? You got some
Yeah.
kids
Oh,
in the
I
back.
didn't know
So
you
so
could.
so you got an old lady there, right?
No, it's just me and my kids. But if it's like that, then I'm
I'm
able
pretty
to,
sure
you know.
you're a young looking, nice looking guy. I'm pretty sure you did what I'm saying in your life. You
Yeah,
got
yeah,
something in
yeah,
your
yeah.
life, don't you? I would have a sign up.
Okay, yeah. I just, I wanted a straight line. You know what I mean? I didn't want to play
It
around
is a straight
because
line.
it
It
is
is a
my
straight
company
line.
name in there.
You have her. It ain't. She ain't got no access to it. Look, I need you to sign up. It's gonna be your company. They're gonna do the background. They ain't gonna have to log in. You just need somebody to pass the background. They
Yeah,
don't need the
yeah.
application and all that shit. The access to the application and all that. Come on, man. You've been locked up. How many times
Wouldn't
you don't
they?
know how to finesse? You got to know the finesse, big dog.
No, I know how to finesse. I just don't know how to
God,
do
God.
the
I,
how
I,
this thing is.
have us sign up, big dog. Like that shit is easy. That's an easy fix. Like you worry about the wrong stuff. That's all
Man,
right. We done solved that problem. Now what?
yes, you solved that. Um, that's about it. That's what I've been doing. I'm moving right now. Let me show you. I know you want me to stop moving, but let me just show you. I just want to show you so you can see what I'm going through, just to not let my business go. Look,
What's
I
that?
got everything packed. I got my whole house packed. I'm going to get another place cheaper because my insurance is so high and I'm not making enough. I'm running through my what you call it? The money that you
Savings?
gotta have.
Your
Yeah,
working capital?
to the working capital. I'm running through it.
Where you at? Where you at in Florida, bro?
I'm in Daytona area. Really, you could say Orlando. I only got my DOT. I don't got no MC. I don't know what to do.
Man, you done jumped out the window, dog.
I know, but I'm so far gone now that I
But
can't live.
I
I'm not gonna
remember
let
you
it go.
coming
I
up.
gotta
I remember you coming up. You was excited
at
then.
zero.
You still excited now, but bro, you can't.
I'm excited. I love this.
I
I love this.
know,
Like the
but
little
bro,
jobs that I done, I wish that they would have paid me right. You know.
they pay you what you tell them to pay you. What you mean? Wish they would have paid you right?
Well, it was
You tell them.
in that case it was
You
the
not
offer.
doing.
They
You haven't told me anything that you've done thus far that a third party was involved except you ship and they take a percentage and you understand that.
Oh,
So
okay. No. I was working. I worked for a week with this guy doing working for. He had a contract with Whirlpool. He's from Georgia, and they was trying to branch off to Florida. So they came out here. It was like their first week. They really needed people, and I told them I don't want to just work with you. Like hire me as a whole with my truck and my company. You see what I'm saying? He was giving me $150 a day to go do appliance delivery install in their truck. You know what I mean? And it's just I feel like that I can't do that because it defeats the purpose of what I'm doing. I'm trying to grow my company, build my company, not
did
not
you
get
learn?
a job from this guy.
Did you learn something when you was
I
working for him?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I can do the microwaves. I know how to do the
But
microwaves. I
but
know
uh,
how to move quickly, fast, like how to
all right,
do the appliances now.
all right.
I learned. At least I
You
learned
got
that.
okay. Here's the thing: you're not going to be able to get those types of contracts even if you get the MC because your truck isn't big enough.
No, he renting this guy. He renting a 16
26
foot box
footer.
truck just like mine, just older than mine, and
He
he got
rented
no
six.
DOT, no MC. I don't think he got insurance.
Okay. Well, who are you picking up these Whirlpool refrigerators from? Where are you getting these refrigerators from?
Well, they got they how they operate is they got like the storage unit, right? And they Peach Appliances. They from Georgia, so they branching off out here, and they come every morning. We just go to the storage, and they give us a route.
Peach
We
Appliances?
load up in the storage. Peach Appliances, yeah.
That sound like a little mom and pop. You understand what I'm saying? Peach
That's what I'm
Appliances.
saying.
Hold
You
on,
know what I
hold on,
mean?
hold
For like,
on, hold on, man. You too excited. Calm down. Peach Appliances.
yeah, out of Georgia. So he was giving me
I
150
see.
a day.
Hold on. Is it Peach Street Refrigeration and Appliance Repair Pro? This is the first thing that popped up out of Georgia. Peach
No,
State Refrigeration
what
Appliance.
It's just Peach Appliances.
Peach Appliances.
It might be Peach Refrigeration. I don't know, but I know it's Peach
I,
Appliances.
Peach Appliances. Is it coming out of Winder, Georgia?
Not
Winder,
sure where
Georgia?
from.
Peach
I'm not sure.
Appliances, Winder, Georgia. Hold on. They have a 1-star rating on
No DOT.
Yelp. They got 1 star out of, so they're rated a 1.3 out of 18 reviews. So 18 people reviewed and their average is 1 star. So that means pretty much everybody that left a review said they sucked. All right. So if this is the company, beware of this scammer. We are a military fan. I bought a washer and dryer set for my son who just got out of the military. He had it set less than a year before the washer stopped working properly. I messaged him. All right, so hold on. Give me 1 second. Since this business cut the reviews of Facebook Marketplace, I was posted. Oh, dryer did not last.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, you froze. You got to sit still, big dog. So, okay, so without me really doing some research, all right, bro, you got to sit still, bro. Bro, you got to listen. You got to sit still, bro.
I'm not
Calm
moving.
down.
Right
I hear it. Calm down, because now you making me jittery.
Okay.
Be cool, bro. We gonna figure this out, all right? Just
I'm
chill.
on TV, man. I'm
cooking.
with a famous person.
Hey, man, we ain't famous. We regular people. I'm a regular guy, man. I'm regular. Why does everybody keep calling me famous? I'm a regular person. I'm at the crib.
Well,
I still go grocery shopping. Don't be nervous. I ran up into me in the grocery store. Oh my God, smart dude. Okay, I'm a regular guy, dude. I'm regular. Be cool.
Yeah, but you marked that you that
guy. I get it, but bro, I'm down.
Fix a problem for me,
bro. I get it, bro. But chill, bro. Please, because you making me like jittery and shit. I'm a normal person, bro. All right, listen. This is a regular company. What they do, which I already thought they did, listen to what you say, and off the name, as soon as you told me the name, I said, this is a resale. This is a resale place. All right, this is a resale. They're selling refurbished appliances. So this is a person who probably buys warranty shit that's old or shit that doesn't work. They have some type of knowledge on refrigeration and I guess HVAC or whatever. They do some repairs and then they resell it. All right.
I don't know because they come new and then when we go to a place,
they're not new. They're refurbished.
Okay, but the people they don't pay. People is some type of insurance that they go through.
Listen, what I'm telling you, bro.
Okay.
I'm finding. I had to find the source of the reason why these guys are in a 16-foot truck. Why they're not licensed and insured, because no one is going to give you an appliance account. A 3PL is not going to give you an appliance account without a license or insurance. Why? Because you got 10 stops. You might have 10 stops of Samsung refrigerators, and each refrigerator is $3,500. That's $35,000. Nobody's going to give you $35,000 without some checks and balances. Oh, we're just going to get this random guy with a truck, $35,000 worth of freight, and expect him to go out and deliver it. I did a roadie clip where the lady from Walmart came out and said, man, since you've been showing up, I only want you to do the TVs. A guy from Roadie showed up yesterday and took the 2 TVs and never came back. Stole the TVs. Like this is what people is on, bro. So nobody's going to give you that much shit at that value without some type of checks and balances. All right. So that's one. So I already knew what it was. I just wanted to, prove it. All right. So here's the thing, bro. You got a 16-foot truck. Here's the harsh reality. We're going to kick it, then we're going to give you a plan. Bro, you got a 16-foot truck. It's going to be hard for you to find a final mile contract, furniture delivery, appliance delivery in that small of a truck, because most of these places you're going to do a minimum of at least 10 stops. You can't get 10 stops of appliances on a 16-foot truck. You can't get 10 stops of furniture on a 16-foot truck. Now, what you can do with a 16-foot truck is you can do medical supply. you can do office supply. You can go to T-Force. They have Office Depot. You can go to Watco. They have Staples. Capstone in some markets has Staples. But here's the problem. Now, we gave you the problem. We gave you a solution. But now here's back to the issue. You don't have any insurance.
I do.
Well, you have insurance, but you don't have the minimum requirement that damn near every single 3PL requires, which that's $1 million in general liability, $1 million in commercial auto, and $100,000 in commercial cargo. All right, you got a 16-foot truck, big dog. You have limited options as far as the big and bulky. That's your option that you could do 3PL with your truck. Medical, office supply shit. Background depending. They may accept you, they may not. I don't know. All right, now, moving you can do. Now, I've coached someone here in your state, 2 people. Actually, I coached one, Manny. He's a licensed mover down there. I coached him into becoming a licensed mover. There's another guy that I'm working with in Florida, Nordy. I just coached him in the Discord last week as far as getting his license. He's doing moving. His truck is moving every day. He's got a 16-footer. He always comes in the Discord and picks my brain. He waits till late at night and wants to talk. He doesn't like to talk when other people are in the room. So, but he's moving every day. And now he's getting his license. So there's opportunity for moving in Florida. It's just you're not going about things the way you're supposed to be going about things. We've conquered the Thumbtack thing. You got that? Figure that out. Find you a nice senorita to, go ahead and you underdig what I'm saying. What's the problem, big dog?
Yeah, no,
why are you so? Why are you so hyper? It's gonna be okay. You got a truck, bro.
It's not that I'm hyper. It's my nerves are bad right now because I'm
calm them.
You see, my house is packed up.
Welcome to business, big dog.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Listen,
I'm not mad at that.
Welcome to business.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying, I just wanted to give. You kind of you helped me already, but I had to give you that rundown. I just had to tell you, this is what I'm going through.
I hear you. So now you need to turn up, back against the wall. Back against the wall. What's the problem? This is when you should perform at your best.
Facts, yeah. I was packing my house ready to go OTR.
Back me into a corner. Back me into a corner. I'm coming out. I'm knocking everything out. You in the corner. What you finna do? You finna just stand in the corner?
I was about to take that.
You finna ball up in the corner. You gonna come out swinging. What you finna do?
Nah, I'm gonna swing.
All right then. What we talking about? You finna ball up? You finna let somebody ball you up in the corner?
Nah. It just, you know what it is? What's stopping me from calling the insurance and Kemper. I have Kemper insurance. They won't even give me $1 million policy, but they will give me up to 300. That's the highest one that they will give me.
Well, find somebody that's gonna give you an M ticket, big dog. Get you a broker. Like all this shit that you telling me, this ain't really no big deal. This is minor shit. This ain't no big deal, bro. Listen, find you a nice chick, sign you up for Thumbtack. Listen to everything that I told Buddy earlier as far as, selling yourself, turning those leads over, because once they start sending you leads, you paying for them. Go back and look at the content that I did on Thumbtack so that you can be successful at it. All right? Stop going on U-ship. Focus on the moving. Deal with direct customers. Work that, build their capital back up, and then go get licensed. Don't pay your helper, the next helper you get, $50 a day. Pay them better. What are you going to give them $50 a day for?
Oh, no. That day I gave him $100 because we got that extra. But I'm saying, he left to work with me that morning for $50. He said, man, give me $50. Because I showed him, look, this is what I'm really making. It's just to get a good review and just to get my feet wet. I want to go work.
That ain't got nothing to do with him. You want him to,
no,
if the person is a good person, you need them to come back. You ain't got nobody else. So it's just like when you hear me talk about these platforms. they're paying people more initially because they need service providers to meet the demand of the consumers. You starting off on the new. You ain't got no laundry list of help. You got that one person. So
I gave
you
him
you
$100 that day after gas and
all right.
everything. I
So
made 110.
pay them $20 an hour off every job you do. How much are you charging an hour?
I'm not charging an hour. That job that I took. It was an offer. I just took the offer.
What
It
was the
wasn't even
offer?
something that I bid on.
What was the offer?
Well, like $300 or something, like
To do
two,
what?
it was like
To
one
do what?
something, and then they added
To do
a
what?
hundred and something. So
To
I
do
made like
what?
300
To do what?
to move that bike and to move a bike and a small 4 chairs and a table. It was like 160, 180 to me, and then when I got there, I got an extra $120 for loading the rest of the stuff on the truck. So
And
out
how
of
far did this stuff
180,
go?
let's say 300. Let's say I made 300, but it cost me 100 in gas.
And how? So damn, how
I
far did
gave
you
the
have to
guy
travel?
100.
Hold on, how far did you
Man,
travel?
that was from Daytona Beach all the way to Tarpon Springs. That was like 147 miles. I left with a full tank. I came back on empty. I came
For
back.
three
I barely made it.
for $300? Okay, I wouldn't have took it.
And plus
That
100 to
that's
the
your
guy out of that.
that's your problem. You took a $300 move. You took a 300 long distance move, bro.
Desperate, man.
Bro,
There's
I was
nothing
charging
else.
300 to go move a sleeper sofa.
I
3
know.
miles. What are you talking about, bro?
You
Like,
know,
ain't
the
no
other
way,
day I
bro.
got this.
No.
I got this.
You got what? You got what? What you
I
get?
got this neighborhood app, and I
Mm-hmm.
post my business cards there and my stuff. And
Yeah.
just 2 days ago, I got this guy like around not too far from my neighborhood. He had me just take a couch out of his living room and dispose of it, and he gave me
What you
150.
charge for that? Okay, so if you gave 150
150.
to dispose of a couch, but you went on a long distance move for $300,
That was my first one. Yeah,
it don't matter. You ain't got no price structure.
I didn't know no better. Yeah, I still don't.
Clearly, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you charging a person? If I said, look, I need you to move me from where you live in your house 5 miles away, what would you charge me? If I had the
Well,
same shit that you got in your house, if I got
you tell me you want to go 5 miles away,
listen. If I got everything that you got in your house and you was moving your house, but it's my house, but it's your shit, 5 miles from where you at to a house similar like yours, but just 5 miles, what would you charge me?
okay, I will go base. I've been thinking, but I'll go base on the how many rooms. So I got 3 bed. This is a 3 bedroom house, so, and then it comes with, of course, with a living room and dining room and stuff like that. So I'm thinking 300 to 350 per room, like around $1,000, 950.
Where you coming up with these? Like, where'd you come up with that equation, bro?
Me on my head, not knowing any better, because a one
So,
bedroom apartment, I see these quotes that this guy put, and it's always around the same range, like around 350, 450 for a 1 bedroom apartment. See, I'm messed up.
so you say you watch the content. You clearly don't watch my content. I hate when people come and say they watch the content, but you just told me what somebody else that you watch told you, and
The
I've
watch,
never
no.
heard. Like, bro, you know who
I'm
charges?
telling you, no, I watched the quotes on the
Bro,
apps.
you know who charges people per room? Painters. Painters will charge you
But
per room.
let me clarify that for you.
I've never heard a moving company charging a person, oh, you got 3 bedrooms? All right, we charge 300 per bed. Bro, no. Like, where did
But
you
let
come
me
up with
tell
this
you
shit
why. I'm gonna tell you. Let me clarify that for you. It wasn't in content. It was on Uship. When you see the 1 bedroom apartment moves and you go try
bro?
to bid on them, this is the regular that they
Stay
do.
off of Uship,
So I
bro.
was going based off
Stay
of
off of
that, man.
Uship. Stay off of Uship,
I
bro.
am.
Don't go on Uship no more. Delete the app. Delete that. Uship gonna have you homeless,
I
bro.
will.
Cause you just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Cause you in this phase like buddy ass yesterday that's just taking shit just to be doing some shit because you got a truck and you feel like you got to do some shit, and you think you making money, but really you losing money because you just want to do some shit, bro. Delete U-Ship. U-Ship going, the shit that you got packed up in your living room, it's going to be out. If you still U-Ship, that shit going to be out the living room on the front lawn, and the door going to be closed with a padlock on it. Stay the hell off of U-Ship, bro. You don't know what you doing.
This is hard,
Bro,
man.
listen, it's not hard, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I've talked about, bro, I have content on how to charge, bro. There's literally a video that someone commented on yesterday, the day before, for that video, and it was done early this year. How to charge customers in the moving industry.
Yeah, but
So how are
remember,
you watching my
wait. No,
what?
but listen. Remember, I'm limited to U-Ship, so I cannot. Remember, you know how the bids go there.
How
You
are
see
you
what I'm
limited
saying?
to
I haven't
U-Ship?
had a chance to do one
How are
move
you limited to
out of
U-Ship?
U-Ship.
How are you limited to U-Ship? Cut U-Ship off.
Because
You got a 16-foot truck.
no, now I
Listen,
am, but I'm saying like anything that I done been through there.
you got a 16-foot truck. Have a chick sign you up on Thumbtack. Create a new Thumbtack profile. Have her sign you up. Have her input her information for the background. Make sure she's clean. All right? Book your loads off of moving. Off of Thumbtack for moving. Set up under the moving what's the category? Man, you got me all discombobulated, bro.
Furniture.
50 mile moving. I forget what it's exactly called. And then the furniture moving and heavy lifting. Set both of those categories up on Thumbtack. All right. Furniture moving, heavy lifting, and then moving within 50 miles. All right. Set a radius. Create your automatic response so that you can just automatically respond. Make sure it's generic. Call the people back immediately. Work on your sales pitch and closing the deal. All right.
Okay.
If you want to do some more contractual work, some dedicated work, then you're going to have to increase your insurance. You're going to have to. There's no way around it. No one is going to give you an opportunity with 1 in 3. You're going to have to get $1 million, bro. General liability, $1 million commercial auto, 100,000 in cargo. No one's going to give you freight and trust you with it without a license. You're not going to let some random guy come off the street with a box truck that's not licensed. How do you know you're going to go take the freight and do what you're supposed to do with it? How do you get licensed? The same way you got your DOT. Go back to that website. First of all, figure out what you want to do, bro. Don't even go get the license. Think about what you want to do. If you want to do dedicated shit, find some dedicated shit that you think you might want to do. Once you decide that that's what you want to do, see what the requirements are. All right. And then proceed forward. All right. If you want to do moving, be careful. Start it. Build your capital back up. Go get licensed with Florida and start your moving company. I told you what to do months ago, but you didn't do it.
I did. I told you I got kicked out of Thumbtack. I did exactly what you told me.
All right. So find a chick.
I went straight to moving. I didn't even try to go nowhere else.
All right. Find a chick and go ahead and get it cracking again. That shit is a simple fix, big dog. That ain't really nothing that, I would be like the way you panicking and shit, bro. You gonna
I thought it was over for that.
How? Your truck paid for, right?
I didn't know no better. No,
you bought your truck cash. You bought your truck cash, right? All right, so bro, it's opportunity. Are you on Craigslist?
No.
Okay, why you ain't on Craigslist? You were back against the wall. You need to be on everything. Craigslist, Thumbtack, everything. What we on? You promoting on Facebook? You sending out a Facebook blast?
Yeah, I'm doing Facebook every day. I'm posting and posting.
You posting up at the storage facilities first at the end of the month? Are you going to Home Depot every morning, sitting out there 5, 6 in the morning, seeing if anybody need hired help, muscle?
I did the Lowe's. I did the Lowe's and Home Depot. I even put a hire me on my truck. That's how desperate I was.
Are you signed
And
up
I
for the
went
gig
inside, and I
apps?
went in there, and I seen the amigos coming out, and I give them my card, and hey, I'm available. I got a box truck. You know what I'm saying? Like I went out.
Okay. How
I
you
went
been
out.
going out? Have you been going out there every day?
Well, lately, no, not
Okay.
every day,
So
because I
so
had no comeback from that. Like nothing happened, like
what you
nothing.
mean? Listen,
So I
listen,
just
listen. You got to keep going. Every day you need to be somewhere where there's opportunity presents itself. Sitting in the crib ain't gonna get you shit.
yeah, no. That's what I try not to do. Like sit at the house. If I'm here because of the kids, but like once they go to
All right.
school in the morning, I take them to school in the morning, and I'm out. And I'll go to I'll
You
park at Home Depot, and it's just
all right.
so
So
bad.
sign up for some of these gig apps. Rody don't well, they require insurance now. See, they didn't require it
Brody,
then, but
Brody,
you got it. But your insurance, Rody will accept your insurance. They'll accept that
yeah,
one to
Brody,
three.
Brody been declined me already for my background.
Why? For your background. What about Curry? You signed
I
up for
got
Curry?
recent stuff 4 years ago. I got fraud. I got a organized fraud 4 years ago, and then
Organized fraud.
I took care of that. And then 2 years ago, I got organized fraud again, but I got those charges dropped. So basically, that my oldest one is 4 years ago.
Man, what you was the you the card man, big dog? You cracking the canards?
Like kind of like I used to fuck around with the free bands and stuff.
Free
It's just not.
bands? Free band game. Free bands?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. All right, you ran it up.
it ain't the way. Like I got 3 kids, man. Like I need to do right. I don't want no. I don't want that money no more. I want to work, man.
I feel it, man. I feel it. I see it. I see it, bro. But you gotta listen, big
I'm
dog.
about to cry right now, type thing. Like you don't
Bro, you was finna
understand,
cry.
dog.
You was finna cry the first time you came up here.
Yeah,
But this is what you need to bro, listen to me. First, you gotta sit your but not don't sit down like literally sit because you can't sit down. You need to keep moving. But you need to stop fidgeting and shit, bro. You have to because you desperate right now, bro. And desperation is a killer. You can be desperate, but don't act in desperation.
yeah.
Because if you're acting in desperation, you're just gonna make desperate decisions, bro. You have to sit down, calm yourself down, and think. See, you can't think because you're too frantic and worried and all this shit. So you can't think. You have to sit down and think, bro. Calm down so that you can think clearly, bro. Because even with me trying to talk to you, I can't even talk to you. I can't even get. I'm asking you questions. You talking over me like
My
you
bad.
moving around. My eyes gotta wander and shit. Your background is gonna hurt you, bro. All right. So boom. We can't use that as because you keep bringing that up, and then that's making you feel bad and shit. What's done is done, bro. You gotta move forward. The chips is stacked up. It's gonna be harder for you. All right. So this is what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to really focus on this under the table shit for right now. You got the truck. You're gonna have to fly under the radar, which
I
means you
mean,
need to
I'm
become.
thinking if I do that, sorry.
You do what? You do what?
I'm thinking if I do the Thumbtack, then I could bring my insurance down to the basic.
Here's the thing, big dog. Get the Thumbtack. Get that shit going. How much you pay for insurance a month?
For the 3-1, I pay 1162.
Whew, that's a lot. What year is your truck?
2021. But before I put the 300, 100, I had the regular one, like the regular liability, no cargo. I think $1,000 cargo insurance, something like that. I was only paying 111.
Your truck paid for?
Yeah.
How much working capital you got, big dog? Now I gotta get nosy.
I'm not broke. Like I'm not broke. I'm sitting on at least 10 grand right now.
All right. So
Close to it. You see what I'm saying?
your
But
truck,
it's just like my rent
your
is
truck pay.
2,000 a month.
Check it out. Listen, bro. Your truck is paid for, right? Listen to me. Listen to me. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Drop your insurance down for right now to liability. Drop it to liability. All right? Because you ain't finna, you not finna, and I don't even want to tell you this, bro. Like, but this is the desperate shit.
It's
This
the
is a
truth.
desperate move right here. I'm putting myself in your position. If I was in your position, fuck it. I gotta drop my insurance down to just liability only. Fuck it. I gotta save that money. Boom. I gotta run under the radar because every door that I tried to open, they closed it on me because of my record. So now I'm forced into this corner that I got to work my way out of is moving. You can start a licensed moving company. I don't know what the protocol is down in Florida, but here you got to go in front of a judge. I don't know if you got to go in front of a judge there. So you need to look as far as the process and the procedures to become a licensed moving company there, because that would be your ultimate goal. You're going to start under the table and work your way up to becoming licensed. Right? So get the liability. You under the act anyway. You under the act, bro. So you got to be the best person that's under the act to get your capital back up, then switch your liability back to the full, you dig, and then continue to go up there. So you have to decrease your costs right now. And this is not, listen, don't say nothing. This is not something I promote. It's not something I recommend. This is something that you in a situation, it was either do or die. So me in the back against the wall situation, fuck it. I'm already under the act anyway. Fuck it. Truck paid for. Man, we gotta go drop down the liability. Fuck it. I need to pay that $100 a month for the truck. We just gonna pray to God. We're gonna drive slow. You know, I understand if I hit somebody, they shit gonna get covered. But if somebody hit me, I'm screwed. But man, it's a back against the wall situation. You got your rent. You still got all you got is 10 grand. You got 3 kids. You the sole provider of the family. You got to cut costs, and you got to get to work under the table, bro. Whatever you need to do under the table. Listen, whatever you need to do under the table with that truck, do it. You got people in the comments, junk removal, and that's not something that I would even promote. Like, I went off on a guy some months ago about doing junk removal and moving in the same truck. Because to me, it's nasty. You see what I'm saying? So at this situation, I don't even want to tell you that because I'm not a proponent for it, bro. I'm against it. But like, you in a situation where you got to do what you got to do with what you got, bro. And then, work yourself up out of that shit. But you ain't got the money to get insured. You don't want to get insured. The 3PLs done close the door on you. The apps done close the door on you because of fraud. Fraud is something that people don't want to touch, bro. Fraud is something that people want to touch. You have been better off selling dope. But fraud is some shit people don't want to touch, right? And SA, I ain't gonna say what it is because it's not good for the algorithm. Some old Diddy R. Kelly stuff. You get what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? They own the diddler. If you was a diddler, then no, they ain't gonna touch you. You see what I'm saying? So no diddles, and no fraud. Because with fraud is, hey, we putting you in front of people, man. We don't know what you got going. We don't want to put you in front of nobody that you could defraud because you're a liability. You know what I'm saying? So
I got too much. Like it's just from grand theft, all related. Grand theft, organized fraud to identity theft.
So you a thief? Ooh, I don't like thieves. I don't like thieves, man. I don't. No.
I'm not a thief, man.
Listen,
I'm a
Big
father
Mark
of
will
three,
always
man.
keep it
I'm a
funky
father
with you.
of 3 that I just have my back against the wall plenty of times, bro. I'm doing right, man. I'm a great person, Mark. Don't think like that, Mark.
Well, man,
You know what I'm saying? I'm a great
think
person.
about
I don't.
Stealing is stealing. That's
I always
why.
been behind a computer. Like I never steal like that.
White collar stealing, blue collar stealing, I'm stealing. I ain't no thief now.
Right.
Now just thieving is thieving now. So
You're
now,
right.
ooh Lord, hopefully the protocols down there in Florida, if you do want to grow to become licensed, ain't the same as it is up here. That's one of the reasons why here you got to go in front of a judge, the ICC. because you going into people's homes. Moving, you going into people's homes. You dealing with their personal possessions. People be living in these homes for years and hid money, got guns hid that they forgot where they had hid, and you going and you moving shit. I've moved shit. I've flipped mattresses before, hundreds of dollars. I've went to Rapid Dresser, envelope full of money. I swear for God, I've had situations me. So this is why you getting the door closed on you. People don't like thieves. We can't risk sending you into a person's home. We can't risk putting you in front of a customer because you got a history of thieving. Now, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, bro. This is why what's going on is going on, bro. You know, you got to put yourself in the other person's shoes. If you were a big 3PL and you're doing final mile delivery where a person is spending time in a person's home and you do a background check on this individual and they got a history of theft, would you onboard this person?
You're right.
No, I'm asking you. You can just yes or no.
No, you're right.
All right.
I wouldn't. No.
So, you know, these things, there's no second chances. We're not going to second chance this. We'll second chance drugs. We're not second chancing thieving. They not going to second chance, you know, R. Kelly Diddy and maybe Jay-Z. They not taking that chance.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So right now, what you got to do is got to decrease your costs. You got to run under the table, bro.
Okay.
So
basically, the same plan that you gave me before, the same plan that you gave me in the beginning, which I tried it, just that I hit that wall with the Thumbtack. Well, I'm gonna get it back on then.
well, we can finesse the Thumbtack. We already told you to finesse for the Thumbtack. But like these 3PLs, bro, you know, if you want to be doing the work and you the head of, even if you got somebody to be the principal for your company to go sign up with these 3PLs, they still background check the operators, the driver and the helper. Because you're going to be the one showing up to the dock every day. So, you know, they're a lot more, see, back in the day, they weren't very, you know, they weren't on it like that back in the day. They on it like that now. So even still, they going to have to background you. So, damn, bro. Now I'm hearing these kids in the back, man. This shit's.
Yeah, it's I got now, and I can't. I'm the only backup man. Like my daughter, 5. I haven't had a charge. I haven't been in trouble since she was born. You know what I mean? Okay, a year after that, they tried to charge me with something, but it was because it was related. It's not because of something that I did and they dropped it. You know what I mean? Like since I got my daughter, my first kid, I got 3. I've been good, man.
But I hear you. But see, at the end of the day, I know you've been good. But on paper, only person is going off your history, big dog. So that's just an unfortunate situation. You've probably evolved and changed, but based on your history, you're still a liability.
Yeah.
I would do the moving thing, bro. Now, as far as expunging and shit like that, I would look into that too. What are you shaking your head for?
It wouldn't work for me.
Why
No,
not?
it doesn't work for me. It works like if you got one, because sponging, I think you can only do like one charge. I got a rap sheet, man. Before my kids, I got a rap sheet. It's all the same thing. It's all not. I don't have no drugs nor anything else. Just that stuff.
So somebody said, St. Louis said, if you got a felony, it's a wrap for you on all the gig apps. But
One felony, I think. Multiple, you can't. Like
but here's the thing. How many felonies you got?
about 29 altogether, my entire life. I'm 37.
29 felonies?
I mean, I caught a charge one time, and they hit me. They caught me with like 17 IDs. That's 17 different charges.
All right, so see, that's the thing, because of your see, your shit is in theft, bro. So even here's the thing. So I'm just giving you the scenarios of how they think. Forget the customer. You stealing from the customer. Shit, we gonna give you all this product. You see what I'm saying? It's just a lot of, I don't know, bro. I show him your second comment. I don't see the second one. You got to put it in the chat again. I don't see the second one. From the moment you put that one, if he got a felony, he cooked. I don't see it. Maybe it got I don't know. I don't see it. What does stop the glazing mean? What is glazing? What does glazing mean? Stop the glazing, fam. What is that? What does this mean? I don't know what that means. Glazing? What is that? I want to know who they talking to. What does that mean?
Give me a minute.
He said that's why he needs to go to school for a trade. They will pay for it because he's a felon. They have a program and then use the box truck as extra weekend money. There you have it. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, bro, you got a box truck. I think you can do the moving. You know, do what we said for the Thumbtack, and like, cause man, just based off what you told me, bro, like that's why my mood changed. Cause like all the options that we could have visited, it just got wiped out.
Yeah.
You got to deal directly with consumers for right now. I think what St. Louis is probably telling you is probably a good alternative. You can a trade shit. You can even go to CDL school. I know you want to be a business owner, but I don't, outside of moving, and this is under the table. I don't know what you got to go through in Florida to get licensed. If you got to go through what you got to go through here, then that's going to present a 50-50 chance. But under the table, you're dealing directly with a consumer. Ain't nobody doing your background. Based on your background, don't nobody like thieves, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna do that Thumbtack then and see how that works. I mean, it should work out because when I had it, I seen it like the least. Please, guys, please, baby. He's trying to throw the ball. Okay, please let me do this. I'm so sorry.
I want to help you because I really don't feel bad for people. I actually feel bad for you, bro. Because maybe it's the kids in the background, bro, and I like you like I see it in you, bro. I hear it in your voice, bro. Like, man, you struck a nerve in marketing, man. That shit with business, I'm shrewd, bro. Like, I don't care. You should have understood what you was investing in. But for some reason, it's your second time, and every time you call up, you just, and I don't know what's going on in you're a single dad. Some has happened within your dynamic of family and shit. Like, I want to help you, bro, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Try the moving thing. Set a time period. You got $10,000 left to your name, which ain't a lot with 3 kids and you a single father, bro. Now this is where some person gonna get mad and say, "Man, Mark, he should just do it." Then you got to think about your kids. All you got is $10. You hemorrhaged your money already. So now you got to prioritize, big dog. I'm speaking to you from a man perspective. I'm not speaking to you from a person, a content creator. Even as a content creator, I'm gonna tell you straight up. But from a man, how old are you, big dog? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm 37.
37.
37.
From a man perspective, a single father with 3 kids with all the responsibility, bro. Man, you know what? If people gonna get mad, you probably want to sell the truck, bro.
Yeah.
You know why I'm telling you that? I think you got a bigger priority, and the money that you have, your risk tolerance is 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 too low, bro. You a single father. You the sole. You're the custodial parent, right?
Yes.
You, yeah. I would love to sit up here and brainstorm with ways on maneuvering around your situation, but based on your situation and me being a man, understanding what it takes to survive out here, and then you a single parent with 3 kids, and you hemorrhaging money trying to figure this out, and then now you told me the obstacles that are stacked up against you, which drastically reduces the opportunity, and then initially when you came up here, you keep talking about the insurance. I could tell that insurance is a hindrance to you as far as the amount of money that you're spending, right? Then your rent, you're paying
Yes.
$2,000, bro. Man, you need to probably sell that truck, bro.
Yeah. Without the insurance and like my monthly with everything, like all my bills and stuff is almost like $3,500. That's what
Wait, you said wait. Hold on. How much?
about $3,500.
Yeah. I can't. You in the matrix, big dog. You in the. I can't hear you, bro. You in the matrix. Wherever you were standing when we was talking for a
Can you
long
hear me
period of
now?
time. Yeah, but you gotta find that spot where you was in originally when we was talking. You gotta go back there, bro. You can work my nerves
I'm
up,
gone.
man. Damn.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah. Now in between rent 2,000 and um bills and like the grass, here you got to keep the grass cut and all that. If you don't do it yourself, everything is with the child support and everything else. It costs me like to breathe, to wake
Oh,
up every day about 3,700.
wait. You got child support on kids that's living with you? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. I'm supposed to be 50-50 with her. She just don't got it together. I give her a couple dollars. I should now I can go to the courts and fix that because I have the kids myself. Like she doesn't have them. Um, I'm sure I can fix that, but it's not that much. It's only $550 a month for the babies. You know what I mean? But
Wait. Your expenses got to be more than 3,500, bro. If you're paying
I
two
mean, two
thousand dollars,
thousand for rent, 550 for the child support, and then light and bill is light and water. It'd be like 300 for light, probably like $50 for water. Then my phone bill, the grass is
oh,
$50 twice a month.
okay. So
The
that's
pool
just your
service is
living.
like
That's just for you. That's just for your living, right?
125.
But your groceries
Yeah.
and shit. Wait, you got a swimming pool?
Oh no, that's separate. That's
Wait,
separate.
You got a swimming pool?
Yeah, yeah.
What you got a swimming pool for, big dog?
Oh, because before I got this
Oh,
house, I
you
was
in Florida?
staying in the
You in Florida? You in Florida? I forgot. Everybody got a swimming pool in Florida.
yeah,
I finna
I was
say, bro,
staying
why
in a
you?
extended stay hotel that I was paying 2,700 a month. I was
Oh,
before I
all
could get a
right.
house, and then I got this house. I say 2,000.
All right. So here's the thing. That's your living expenses, and then groceries and shit like that. You probably a little over 4, right?
Yeah, yeah. Grocery, I
All
probably
right.
spend like close to 800, 700 a month.
So you over 4, but that don't include the
Around
cost
there.
of, but that don't include the cost of the truck. See, you didn't include
No,
the. So how much are you spending in totality a month? Because you only got 10. So January 1st, what is it going to cost you for the cost of living and the maintenance of that, maintaining that truck as far as
well,
your
in
insurance or
January,
whatever other costs associated with it?
right now I'm all caught up. On January 1st, I gotta come up with 2,000 for rent. I gotta pay my light bill, which is gonna be like
How
350.
much?
I
Listen to me.
gotta
Listen to me.
pay.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Mhm.
How much does it cost you combined to maintain the truck and your cost of living in
I
totality?
think more than like around 5 grand or more. Cause right now I don't even. I haven't. I'm all over the place. I haven't even. I know it's like 4,000. And now with
Okay.
the 1,168 dollars insurance is just more now. It's just I
All
didn't
right.
even
So
add that. I'll just be adding like just my living.
all right. So over 5 grand. All right. So you got 10, right?
Yes.
And if you continue to go on the path that you're going in of not bringing in revenue, that gives you a month and a half.
Yeah.
All right. So this is how you should be looking at it. Now you make your decision. First thing we need to do, you need to reduce your cost of living. You need to reduce your expenses. You need revenue coming in every day. You got 3 kids, big dog.
Where did you guys get ice cream?
And like based off your numbers, you spending more money than that, bro. Like I know you are. So here's the thing: you got a decision to make. I can't make that decision for you. I'm just what I'm doing is I'm helping you. You don't know how to look at it to help you make a decision. So I'm giving you the things that you need to look at. I'm laying it all out on the table for you. Since you don't know how to lay it out on the table, all right, I'm laying it out on the table for you. I'm gonna leave it up to you to make. I can't tell you what to do, but here's what we're looking at right now.
But right now I'm gonna dive in head first into that Thumbtack, and I'm gonna
Okay.
try to go as hard as I can. That's
All right.
my because I know with that Thumbtack at least something, even if I don't cover everything, it'll at least keep me consistent into something pops up. You know what I mean?
Nothing is guaranteed, sir.
Right.
Nothing is guaranteed. I could be a hell of a salesman, and I am a hell of a salesman when it comes to turning over moving leads, but I could get a bunch of leads that people aren't serious. I could get a wave of leads where people aren't really that serious. I could get a wave of leads, let's say in December, for people who are inquiring about April or March, so that
Mm.
those leads aren't directly, quickly turning over into revenue. Those people may revisit back then, but I'm still paying for these leads up front. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. You can't bank on something that's uncertain, especially when you on the new. Especially when you're new, when
Yeah.
you have to sharpen certain skills. You are in a you're in a very tough space right now. So you have to make like you got to make like you have to make you only got one chance. Either you're gonna make the right decision or wrong decision. These are the variables. You got living expenses. You got 10 grand. You got living expenses. You got 3 other people that are dependent on you. 3 people under 5. You're the custodial parent, and then all that baggage, those bills, plus the cost of this. You got 1,100 insurance. I said, man, I'm laying it out. Do what you want to do. You say you want to go in on Thumbtack. Fine, no problem. I wish you the best of luck. But going all in on Thumbtack, you just increased.
Well, I was thinking about
hold on. You just increase your expenses because those leads are going to cost you.
yeah, but I was going to bring down the insurance to 100.
Bring down the insurance, right? Bring that down temporarily, right? But still, you bring the insurance down from 1,100 a month to a 1,100 a month to like 100 and something a month. Let's say 200. All right, yeah. You just saved $900 a month. But if you set your Thumbtack to unlimited, you paid that $900 in 9 days. You could literally pay. I've consistently spent $100 to $150 a day on Thumbtack. I've showed it in the live stream. I went down my thing because it's set to unlimited. So, okay, you saving $900, but okay, how are you going to set your leads up? You going to set a budget, or you going to cut it on and say, here go my card, this shit unlimited, run this bitch? That could easily be 9 days. So now what? It's still 18, 20 more days in a month. And if you let it run for 9 days open and you don't turn over none of them jobs, that's still $900 gone. So now we right back to square one.